talking to you. Whoever you are, whoever you are, whoever you are. Yeah, I love you too.
What up, you guys? It's your boy Six. Look, here we are for another edition of Choices. Look, this topic today is going to be for a more specific individual. This is probably geared more towards a specific young man, young lady that finds themselves in these shoes. I'm talking to my young dudes and my young ladies that are in the streets, that are actively out in the streets. These streets don't love you. Let me start by saying that first and foremost. These streets don't love you, and they have one or two things for you: a jail cell or a burial plot. And I'm pretty sure you don't want either one of those. So look, let's get down to it, right? Matter of fact, let's throw this on backwards, because we finna get down to the nitty gritty. Look, let me tell you, these streets do not love you. There's not nothing in these streets for you. And I'm being ebonically correct. It's not nothing. It ain't nothing in these streets for you. Look, name me one person out of everybody that's ever lived. Name me one person that has successfully navigated these streets. Name me one. Got any more time? One person. I just need one person that has successfully navigated these streets. And what I mean by successfully navigated these streets, meaning they ain't never been to jail or prison, meaning they ain't dead, and meaning they ain't taking no losses, right? Ain't no family member, no best friend, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, no kid been murdered or kidnapped as a result of their activity in the streets. I'm pretty sure you can't name me one. Why? Because it ain't one person that exists with that criteria. It ain't one person that exists that meets that criteria. Everybody's been to prison, everybody's died, or everybody's taken an L that's tried to navigate these streets. So look, man, these streets don't love us. Ain't nothing out there for us, right? Yeah, you can go out there and get money and all that. Yeah, you can high sign and you can stun in the club. Like, you can do that anyway without being in these streets. You could do it on a real level. Think, man, if your goal is to go stunt in these streets, you got to upgrade your thinking, right? Your goal is to go get a Benz, go get a Porsche, go get a BMW or something, so you could pull up to the club and look fresh and out. Come on, man, upgrade your thinking. You got to think higher, right? Think about the dude that owns the club. You think he care about being in the club? He ain't tripping on being in the club. He go to the club when he want to and do what he want to in the club. His motivation is not to get in the club. He owns the joint. So he ain't motivated to get in. He owns the joint, right? So we got to elevate our thinking, right? We got to take that same mentality, that same hustle, that same go-getter attitude, and we got to start applying it to stuff that ain't going to get us prison time and that ain't going to get us killed, that ain't going to get our mama's house shot up, our daddy's house shot up, our granny's house raided, that's going to allow us to build generational wealth and pass down what we have to our next generation and to the next generation, right? So we got to start thinking different. These streets don't love us. It ain't nothing in these streets, right? They got the police running through these streets so they can cuff us up, throw us in jail, throw us numbers that can't nobody do, right? I've been reading stories, dudes getting 214 years, right? 214 years? 214 years, really? Like, you can't even have the decency to tell my man he got to spend the rest of his life in prison. You got to tell him he has to serve 214 years in prison. I read another story. A dude got 1,000 years in prison. 1,000. 1,000 years in prison. This game is not set up for you to succeed, right? If your homies don't tell on you, somebody else gonna tell on you. If your homies don't turn on you, somebody else gonna turn on you. But it always ends bad. These streets don't love you. There's a way to get out there and successfully get money, chase your bag, do your thing, live your dream, and not have to put your neck on the line, right? The same motivation, the same effort and energy you can put into getting up and moving packs, yeah, you could put that same effort and energy into building a t-shirt brand, building a sweatshirt line, building a hat line, developing shoes, drawing, right? You can draw. Maybe you can write well. Maybe you're great at math. You can tutor, right? It's a whole bunch of ways. We got to stop being lazy, and we got to stop shortchanging ourselves. We shortchange ourselves a whole lot. Yeah, we want to be LeBron James, and there ain't nothing wrong with trying to be LeBron James, right? No knock to LeBron James. LeBron James has been a great role model for our community. But I'm saying, we stop and want to be LeBron James, right? How about we try to be the dude that pays LeBron James? Yeah, so if I can afford to pay LeBron James $100 million to endorse my product or to play for my team, what type of money you think I got going on? So we got to elevate our thinking, man. We got to think higher. We got to think higher of ourselves, and we got to think higher of each other. We got to look at our brother to the left and to the right. We got to look at our brother down the street. We got to look at our brother in the neighborhood that's across the way. And we got to understand they going through the same thing that we going through, right? And I get it. I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty. Every time I seen another black man, my first thought used to be, where he from? He ain't from my neighborhood. What kind of hat he got on? It don't represent the neighborhood I represent. What's his hat looking like? Why is his hat red? Why his hat got that B on it? Why his hat got that P on it? Right? Why his hat got that red T on it? Why his hat got that blue T on it? Why his hat got all that type of stuff? Right? And I had to catch myself. Man, what are you doing? I love my neighborhood to the core. I love my homeboys in my neighborhood. But the reality of it is, the dudes that we so-called consider enemies are going through the same things that we're going through. They're experiencing the same things that we're going through. It ain't nothing new under the sun. It ain't nothing different from this side versus that side. It's all the same, right? And we've allowed the old divide and conquer method to be successful in our communities. Our community is really the only community that's been divided and conquered, right? Everybody else coming in our community to buy up our blocks, to buy up the stores on our corners, right? Look at every community around. Every community, they come by and invest in our community, right? They invest in their community, invest in our community. Why? Because we don't invest in our community. We don't invest in ourselves, right? You go to Koreatown, everything in there is pretty much Korean owned, from the gas station to the liquor store to the Jack in the Box to the wash house. All that stuff's Korean owned, right? You go in the Jewish community, same thing. You go in the Hispanic community, same thing. Yep. Yeah. Us, you come to our community, who owns stuff in our community? You got the Hispanics owning the corner store. You got the Japanese or the Korean or the Chinese folks owning the burger joint or the wash and fold, the laundromat over there. Right? You got somebody else owning up everything in our community, and we got the nerve to holler this is our hood. It's not our hood until we own it. It's not our hood till we buy it up. It's not our hood till we reinvest in it. It's not our hood till we take it's not our hood till we take pride in it. Right? And we stop looking down upon each other. We stop trying to find reasons to hate one another. We stop trying to find reasons to pull each other down. Because these streets don't love us. These streets is out here with nothing but a toe tag or some handcuffs waiting on us. And we walking right into the toe tags and walking right into the handcuffs when we don't have to. We too sharp, we too smart, but we being lazy and we being followers. So now it's time for us to be leaders, right? It's time to take the influence that we have to get the young homies to do something. Get the young homies to do something positive. Get the young ladies to do something positive, right? We got the young ladies out here that want to make twerk videos. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. That ain't doing nothing but feeding the lust demon that's resident in each one of us. Get the young lady to sit down and write a book. Talk about her experiences that could go on and be a bestseller, right? All the stuff that she been through that another young lady on the other side of the globe is going through, right? Another young lady in New York going through the same thing that you going through right here in LA. You made it through. She just now going through, but your experience can give her the out that she needs to get through what she needs to get through. But we too busy trying to twerk on the gram. We too busy trying to take off our clothes so we can get likes. We too busy trying to get other people to build up our self-esteem when our self-esteem is our responsibility. How you feel about yourself is your responsibility. Right? 1,000 likes, 1,000,000 likes shouldn't determine how you feel about yourself. You should feel that you popping either way it go. You should feel you so popping you don't have to take your clothes off. I remember going to this music conference in Dallas years ago, right? I remember going, we was on the road, we popped up at the music conference in Dallas, and there was this one young lady there that was so beautiful, so incredible, so amazing. This young lady was so gorgeous that she won a swimsuit contest, a bikini contest, She didn't even have a bikini on. She had a jeans and a t-shirt. She had on jeans and a t-shirt. Yep. Won the whole bikini contest with tons of contestants that had on bikinis and the whole nine and everything hanging out and looking all right and all that type of stuff. And this young lady was so incredible. She threw some jeans on and a t-shirt on and won the whole joint. That's confidence. That's the type of confidence we need to instill in our young ladies. That's the type of confidence. Picture, young dude, young homie. Would you be sitting there watching a video of your sister twerking? Your sister dropping it like it's hot? Your sister popping it, taking all her clothes off? Nah. But you watching the next man, you watching your brother's sister do that. You watching your man's sister do that. And I get it. But you gotta be big enough to speak into her and say, yo, you're way more incredible than have to take your clothes off for people to like you. And it's hard because this society sells sex. I get it. I totally understand. But it sells sex because we buy sex. So if we start buying something else, they'll start selling something else. If we start buying education, they'll start selling education, right? But we downplay education so much, we belittle it so much, we put it down so much, they don't even pay attention to it. But we big up twerking, and yeah, they gonna put some money behind that because it's gonna generate them some money. So look, man, we gotta change what we do. We can't keep complaining about how everybody treat us or we treat ourselves the same way. I get it. Everybody treat us shady, right? We got the bad end of the stick. We got a bad deck of cards. I get it. But we got to take that bad deck of cards and we got to start to reshuffle and we got to start to play them with faith to win, with an intention to win, with the motivation to win, despite us having a losing hand. You know what I mean? Like our community is so challenge driven. We should take that challenge upon ourselves to say, look, we know we got a bad hand, but we've been winning like since forever with these bad hands, and we're gonna continue to win, right? Yeah. And y'all should feel bad about yourself over there because we winning with these bad hands, and y'all got good hands, and y'all struggling. But we gotta focus on us. We gotta focus on what we have to do for us. We can't worry about the next man giving us a handout. We can't worry about the next man making the rules applicable for us. We got to take them for what they are. We know what they are, and we got to be smart and strategic, and we got to navigate around them accordingly, right? We got to chart a course. We got to map out a goal, chart a course, and we got to execute that course till we reach that goal. And we got to be relentless, and we got to stop being soft. We got to stop being lazy, and we got to stop wanting it the easy way. Sometimes we got to go through the back door, and it take more work to go up the stairs to go through the back door. But guess what? Once you get in the crib, it's all worth it. So look, man, again, these streets don't love you. All this stuff that's being embraced and endorsed in these streets is all nonsense. And we got to flip our own script. We got to start taking ourselves more seriously if we expect somebody else to take us seriously. Feel me? So from this point forward, we got to stop taking chances. We got to make choices. I'm out.
So he don't sleep at night. Ready to put the pistol up to his temple. Take his own life, thinking that'll solve his issue. He wears a smile, but his mask is getting old. He feel it tugging on his soul, but he won't let it go. Everything around him tell him he is not a man, and he believes it, cause he can't blow 100 grand.